Today you will be learning the Kalamata prep shift. For this shift you need to be knife trained. The PPE for this shift is an apron, latex gloves, and cut gloves for any jobs that require them. As with all prep shifts, communication with your cook and student leader is important. At the start of your shift you should talk to your cook and see what they need done for the day. The cook may have you retrieve pans for the meal period from the pots and pans racks. The most common job with Kalamata prep is to prep wraps or cold sandwich items. The wrap ingredients will either be in the Kalamata cooler or the cook may have already set them out. If not, you will need to go to the produce and possibly the cheese cooler to get them. You will then prepare the wrap or sandwich as indicated by the cook. For wraps, you will need a cutting board with a wet rag under it to keep it from slipping and a knife to cut the wraps in half. Any leftover ingredients should be wrapped, labeled, and put in the Kalamata cooler. Besides wraps, prep is responsible for preparing desserts for the meal period. These range from cupcakes to cookies to cheesecakes. Cheesecakes and tiramisu need to be placed on the cold top on the back of the dessert shelf. For the cakes, we generally garnish the plate with chocolate before putting it out. Another area you may be asked to set up by the cook is the anti-pasta bar. The supplies can be found in the cooler under the anti-pasta bar. If you run out of anything, you can find backups of meat and vegetables in the produce cooler and extra cheese in the cheese cooler. It is also possible the cook will ask you to prep pizza dough. The dough machine can be turned on and off with the red and green buttons. The roller inside have levers that control their speeds. The top should be set to 4 and the bottom should be set to 3. Flour is found in the black bin under the counter, and the perforating roller can be found in the drawer of the center island. It is important to spray the pizza screen with cooking oil prior to preparing the dough to avoid it sticking when it goes in the oven. You will want to sprinkle a little bit of flour in the machine before putting the dough in. Once you put the dough through the first set of rollers, you will need to rotate it 90 degrees and then put it through the second set. Once it goes through both, you can place it on the screen. Finally, roll the perforating roller over the dough and put it on the dough rack for the pizza maker. The final responsibility of the Kalamata prep is to prepare the Kool-Aids and mixed drinks for the meal period. If the mix is not at the concept under the silver table, more can be found in dry stock. You can mix the Kool-Aid in with 4 pitchers of water and stir until it dissolves. Extra prepped Kool-Aid can be put in the walk-in cooler. At the end of your shift, you should speak with your cook and your student leader to make sure you've completed all of your tasks for the day. You are now ready for your first shift as a Kalamata prep. Good luck, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask any cook or student leader you see. Good luck.